Earlier this year, our good friend Steve from Highpeak Autos would send out a distress call stating that he had broken down outside Mike's fish and chip shop and he was wondering if Andy or Liam could come out and help him, making this another episode of Highpeak Rescue. Fortunately, Andy was just around the corner, so he went out with his apprentice to go check it out.
There's no drive.
Let me have a look on there.
Drive shaft.
What is that, Dad?
That's part of the drive shaft, son. All those bolts have come out. See the cup on the diff? The drive shaft's dropped, but it's still got the bolts in.
Right, so today's video we've got a 2003 BMW 330Ci. It's Steve's car from Highpeak.
He broke down about a week ago now. There's a bit of footage of us recovering it. We had a look and it turns out basically all the nuts on the drive shaft have backed out, snapped a couple, but it's ruined the drive shaft as well. So there's no drive. We've towed it in and we've managed to get our hands on a second-hand drive shaft now, eventually.
Yeah, as you can't buy. We couldn't find a new one anywhere. No one had a new one anywhere, like, so
Yeah,
we got to struggle to find a second-hand one.
All the car parts places didn't have them. Even there's a place that we use J&R drive shafts. They normally do them all. They had them for the right-hand side, didn't they?
Yeah,
but not the left. For some reason. But anyway, we eventually got a second-hand drive shaft, and we're going to get it in now and take a look, make sure there's no other damage, replace the drive shaft. And we also noticed when we jacked it up that there's play in the ball joint on the front. So we're going to sort that for him as well.
Did you get one of them as well, did he?
Yeah,
all right,
got a brand new one of them.
All right, Sam. Oh yeah, that's in that.
So obviously there's no drive because one of the drive shafts have come off. So it's basically an open diff now. Just sends all the power to the one that's snapped. So it's making a racket.
Yeah, we can start it and show you the noise it makes, what it did to him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound clever, like, look at that. So basically this is the noise Steve got.
So
when he broke down.
With it on, fine. As soon as I go to engage it in any gear. Don't like that?
No, doesn't sound clever at all. So we'll get it in and we'll have a look at it for him because he needs his car back really. He's driving around in a Citroen Berlingo at the minute.
And he's broke the X5 as well.
And he's broke the X5 as well.
So yeah.
It's becoming a thing, innit?
A recurring theme.
Yeah.
This is episode 2 in the Highpeak recovery.
Yeah, that's the one. Let's get that piece of wood out for us. How are we going to record this?
I'll use the old gimbal rust from behind.
It's uphill here though, so we're going to need a good shove.
Come on then.
Ready?
Go. Oh, shit. When the wipers are going and everything here, what's going on about?
What?
Oh, we smashed the uphill there.
Ass is open. My wrist. What a hit.
Lovely. Hills broke me off.
Right, so me and a couple of lads have just pushed this in the garage. It only just made it over the ramp there, so we've had to jack it up a bit just to get the rubber pads under. But it's on the ramp now, we can send it up. It's that rear drive shaft and this front wishbone that we need to do. So I'm going to pull the wheels off now, lift it up a bit, pull the wheels off and find out where Steve's put the parts. And then we'll get to swapping them. I know there's one of the bolts in the drive shaft cup. Well, it's like a diff cup that I've got to get out because one snapped. It must have been the last remaining one in this rear. I'll show you that in a minute though. So, I'm trying to buzz these wheels off. Oh, buzz them off, whatever you want. He's getting to the point where he needs a tyre as well, but it's least of his worries at the minute. And this one, look, that's playing the ball joint now. I think we've showed you a view from underneath. That ball joint right in front of us, that there, that's the culprit. So we've just got a new wishbone to chuck on. Oh yeah, that's what's causing that play. Right, I think we'll tackle the drive shaft first, because once that's done, we can actually get it in and out.
Right guys, so we've not got any footage of this next bit, but the story takes a bit of a turn here. So Steve was under the impression that a Z4 CV joint was interchangeable with the 330, but it was only when we had the two CV joints next to each other that we realized they were not the same and we'd have to order a new one. Now, this didn't seem like a big deal at the time. We thought we would just have to order a new one and it should arrive in the next few days. But
Right guys, so after a 4-month wait, we finally found a part for Highpeak'S rescue mission on Steve's BMW.
It was found in a German scrapyard and delivered by snail.
Or some poor bugger who had to walk all the way or something.
So that is the part we've been needing, and for some reason we can't find it anywhere in this country. Not a full shaft, not the inner CV, and it's been a nightmare. So hopefully that part fits. We don't know yet. We might take that off again and it might not fit, but we've done a bit of a measuring, haven't we?
Well, this is the closest measurement we've had, isn't it?
Definitely.
On inside the splines.
Yeah.
But it turns out you can't actually buy a drive shaft for the near side rear. You can buy the driver's side rear, but not the passenger rear in this country. Nightmare. Who'd have thought?
So we're going to whip the wheel off. We're going to have to take a few bolts out so we can pull the wheel, take the shaft out, and then we'll get the shaft on the bench, and hopefully that fits. We slide it on, Bob's your uncle, and we can just crack on.
So the part we need to put back on, we've already had it off before, 4 months ago, is you can just see the end of the drive shaft there. You just need to get that.
So it's the inner CV
joint back on the end of that. So we basically need to take the wheel off, undo that bolt, nut and bolt there, bring that arm down, swing the wheel out, get the drive shaft out, and then we can knock the new one on.
And hopefully Steve will have his car back for the summer so we can put the roof down, go around with the shades on and that.
Yeah, and have his air blowing in the wind and all that palaver.
Right, we're going to crack on. So this is a bit long in the tooth now, this building's doing me head in. How you build? It's rescue, innit?
I mean, it should only really be like a couple of hour rescue, to be honest. Just not being able to get parts for it's been an ordeal, like. So, wheel off. I'll be catty chap that way, innit?
Yeah, not a
proper Mortal Kombat-y one.
Hadouken!
So before we carry on with today's video, I'd like to say a massive thank you to OBD11 for sponsoring this video.
And with Father's Day just around the corner, OBD's got you covered with a great gift for your dad, and you can use the code TVR to get yourself 10% off.
So here it is, the OBD11 device. It's not just a gadget, it's your ticket to unlocking your car's full potential.
With official VAG and BMW Group licenses, it's a great bit of kit to have.
And it also supports Toyota and Lexus. So don't just think it's for certain brands. If your car's newer than 2008, OBD11's got your back.
Let's dive into some of the useful features that OBD11 has to offer. With OBD2 functionality, basic diagnostics, engine insights and gearbox tweaks, OBD11's got your back. Enough talk, let's see it in action.
So today we're going to be plugging our OBD11 reader into this 23 plate Audi A5. So once you've plugged your OBD reader into its OBD port, turn the ignition on and click connect. It'll just take a few minutes to connect to the car. So now that the phone's connected to the OBD11 reader, we're going to click tap scan and we can see if the car's got any faults with it. So it'll just take a couple of minutes to go through all the modules on the car and find out if it's got any faults. Right, so it's scanned and it's found 7 faults. So we can click on the 7 faults and see what it brings up. So it just says reductant level too low, and I think that's AdBlue that, but you can click the G and it'll take you to Google and it'll tell you what it is. So it says the reductant level's too low, which means it's low on AdBlue, and that's that one done. So just checking through some of the faults. Nothing too important, nothing that's going to stop his car running or put him in, like, make him break down. So next we're going to look at the apps of this car and see what modifications we can do. So now we know Tony likes to race his car and possibly do the odd track day. So next we're going to activate acceleration display, which puts a G meter on your display screen. So to do this, click on acceleration display, click change value, turn on, activate, done. So we can go off that and we can test this, find driver assist, sports displays, and you get your G meter come up, so it'll tell you when you're accelerating hard, when you're braking hard, when you're hard left or hard right. And it'll show you how many G's you're pulling. You can be pulling G's everywhere.
Yeah, big G's.
Fast G's. So not only does it diagnose, you can also customise functions as we've just shown. So we just want to say a massive thank you to OBD11 for sponsoring today's video.
And don't forget you can use code TVR at checkout for a cheeky little 10% off.
You can also click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen.
Yourself then.
You think the car was coming down?
Don't know what happened, it went fast. Roar. Yeah, so that and that. Get out, no.
What's that?
Only 2 more to go. We should be flying. Not much room. Can't wait till this is done, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to sit back outside the zone house.
Yeah.
So after a bit of fighting, we've managed to get the shaft out.
And here's the big moment to see if this will go on. I know this is the wrong way, but I just want to see if the splines are right. Jesus.
Yeah, it's a bit stiff in there, isn't it?
Feels like... Oh, hold on. I'm not... Oh, there we go, too. Right. I mean, it feels like it's about right. Just doesn't seem to want to go. Let's just check for any damages on the end of the shaft and on the end of that. Let's see if it's going the right way.
Yeah, straight on.
So there you go. That's on.
Yay!
But then we've got a baggy flange.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Jubilee clip will sort that right out.
That's the original one, unless we just use that.
Oh yeah, you can do because it's off, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, do that.
So, CV joint fits. That's a good thing. Hadouken! Right. See that? This crust comes in handy, you know.
I just need to go and see if I can try and get a circlip for there because it's basically been in bits for
4 months.
4 months and we don't know where the circlip's gone. Steve's had parts go from here, back in his car, back to Z Sheddy, we get the parts off. And we've had that many different CV joints. We don't know if we've sent it back with one of the other shafts or... I don't know. Anyway, it's gone, so I'm going to go and try and get one now and be back. I'll be back.
I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Right, so while Liam's just gone looking for a circlip, I'm going to start removing the front wheel so we can replace the wishbone. As we found that's got a bit of play, so we've got a new one of them. Brand spanker. We're going to chuck that on for him as well. Now obviously that wasn't what he got rescued for, but it's just another job that needs doing, so may as well do it now while I'm waiting for Liam to return, and hopefully he's found the circlip for that drive shaft. This drive shaft has been the worst thing going, you know what I mean, for parts. Absolute nightmare. So anyway, I'm going to crack on with this. And let's hope this job is a lot more straightforward than that drive shaft. Right, so put my torch. Don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. The Joe can work as magic on this. I don't know. I think you can just see it there. That's the nut I've got to get to, the bolt. No, nut, sorry. Where would you put it there? Right, so I'm going to go and find a 21mm socket. Right, so I managed to find a 21mm socket. Right, it's right down there, you can't even follow it. So you can see the bar going down there. It's miles away, but I've loosened it off. So I think I'm just going to try the gun on it now and hopefully it just comes out. Right, so that's it. Right, I've got that one off after a good little scrap with it. That one's the one that you have to go from above, and I've got that one off of them too. So now basically that is loose, but because these fit in on a tapered fit, they literally lock in position. So all you need to do is give the hub a really good knock with a hammer.
Jabbly, jabbly. There you go. That's how you get that off.
Feel like goose that is.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Oh, it's wobbly bob that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So it's in and out, knackered.
Up and down.
That's goosed.
So next up, we're going to throw on the new Wishbone, and then we can get back to the rear drive shaft.
Last bolt and that wishy's on.
Right, let's crack on with this. Whoa, look at that. Right. So,
This should be a dream now.
yeah, I've already changed that boot for the old one, because that one was a bit baggy, you know.
Yeah, they would have ended up with gubbins coming up the hole, going everywhere.
Might need an hand, just to get it going. Come on, get in there now. Get tighter than a mouse is here. There we go. Yeah. Rover 8 is your
This
one.
was the bloody thing we were missing. I managed to find one. Just give it a little squash. Fits lovely now.
Right, so as I explained when I picked up the car, the reason why it's failed is the bolts had come loose and worked their way out. Now the last one obviously had a bit of strain on it, which is this one. And it snapped in the hole, so I'm going to have to try and drill that out and use an easy out to get it out. Hopefully it'll come out nice and easy, but we'll see. Right, so I've just had to go and get this, because it's the only thing that'll fit in the hole. And just through there, I've just managed to cut a flathead mark in it. I should be able to crack this out now. There you go. Yeah. Listen. Oh, beautiful. Absolute beautiful. I can't see. I'm watching the camera, watching me. It works. There you go, look at that.
Yay. That's 3 easy bolts we've had out lately. 2 in Jono's head. They just wound out lovely.
As you can see there,
one on Steve's car.
made a bit of a flathead mark so I could get a screwy in at it.
Woo. Sad. Get a drive shaft in. Steve, you can come and get your car back, mate. Yay.
No, this.
Ah. Push that out.
Oh, it's in such.
I know.
Go, move that. There she is.
Oh, we're in. Yeah, we're in.
Slotted.
Yeah. Put everything off, go home.
Quick. Bad. The arms are falling off.
What now?
Put everything back on, innit?
Oh.
Make sure that brake line's where it needs to be. Right, so the shaft's all in position now. Liam's just finishing tightening it up to the diff. I've got to tighten this one on the other end, this bottom bolt, and these 3 that hold this arm to the car. And then when we drop it down, when we put a bit of weight on the wheel, this will come down to this height. Then we can do that, and that'll be the last bolt. And hopefully, Steve'll have his car back. And he owes us some bevies.
Yeah. Everyone owes us bevies.
It's going to be bladdered soon, I tell you. Now, some of the eagle-eyed viewers might have seen that the shock's not attached.
Oh, we didn't listen properly. We did
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Just drop it to the floor.
Right, get the gun on them. Look at that back wheel, aiming in. Yeah. Got one eye in Eight and one eye in Brighton. When it touches the floor, stop. Stop. Let me have a look. we have a look at it now. So this is the final bolt. Let's see if you dropped it in the perfect position. Ah, I'd say about a couple of mil more, yeah. Yep. Oh, nail, Shan. Up a tad. Oh, yep, see about there. And there we go. Job's a bloody garden. Yeah, it's D. You always 4 months storage in that private car park. Much. Ah.
What? What have we forgot now?
Fucking the whole handbrake.
Tit! We were just putting it down to get that.
Yeah.
Back off and then, you know.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah. Just testing.
Oh, bloody hellfire. Stop there a minute there now. Huh?
So guys, we forgot to put the handbrake back on, so we had to do that, but we're not going to show it as it's not very exciting. But after we got that done, we took the car off the ramp and it seems to be driving lovely.
Driving out? I haven't done that in a while. Right, so we're just going to give it a quick wash for him, and then just as a bit of a nice thing to do really, because like you say, it's covered in all kinds of crap and he's dead good to his ears, Steve, so we're going to box him off for a quick wash. There we go, one cleaned BMW, ready for Steve to take back home. I'm sick of the sight of it. She scrubs up alright, to be honest, this thing.
Does. Trying to be weird and put the roof down so I can drive it with the roof down. Wave to people.
Right, so to end today's video, we're going to do a bit of a launch in Steve's car. He's not here, he doesn't know. He'll only find out when he sees it. Right, so there we go, we've got another one of Steve from Highpeak Auto's cars rescued. I think this is volume 4 or 5, something like that. It's becoming a bit of a habit.
You could reckon iron ball that lad.
Oh yeah, he needs to pack that in. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give us a like, subscribe and leave us a comment.
You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
See you in the next one.